Yo, it's your boy Dean.
Tim.
Duran.
You listening to another episode of the Dean's Office. I want to thank everybody again for logging in, locking in, and all that good stuff for listening to us. Don't forget to like, subscribe. Don't forget the comments. I mean, people keep telling us how good we doing, but they're not putting in the comments. We want other people to know too that you're talking to us. Mm-hmm. Just right quick before we start, it's football season, like the best time of the year, and we did our fantasy draft. Right, we actually did because all of us playing the fantasy for money. So we do lose something. If we do lose or you win something, you win. Mm-hmm. How you feel about your team?
I feel okay. Not as confident I've been in years in past, but in years past I've always lost. So maybe this team will be the different. The little app thing told me I was the best draft. So we'll see. We'll see what happens.
How you feel about your team?
I think we'll do something. I don't know what it is. I'll be able to do something. I think the hardest part was trying to pick people, and all of them have the same bye week, so that killed me.
The hardest part, you kept on saying you picking the wrong person.
No, because listen, y'all was doing.
He said it about 10 times. He like, dang, okay.
No, because I was doing mine on my phone, and you press the phone and all this other stuff, it slipped. So, and by the time it was gone. So we'll see, man. Yeah. I think those picks were picked for me for a reason. So. We'll see what happens.
Oh, so you saying you leaving in God hands?
I'm leaving in somebody's hands. We'll see what happens.
So I guess God like him more than everybody else in the fantasy league. I got you.
We'll see.
You got God favor. All right. So let's go ahead and lock in. Let's get into it. I think it's a good one. It's a healthy one. It's a one that I think our community need to have a little bit more. All right. So let's lock in. Let's go.
World, you're needed in the dean's office.
Like I was saying, we have a good one. I think this one here is a conversation that I seen people been discussing. And I think it is a healthy one because you got two sides of it. You would think everybody would be on the same page, but you do have people that disagree. So just kind of talk about Fannie Willis. I'm saying her name right? From Fulton County DA. She came on and gave like a press conference where she kind of say that they are targeting gangs. They're not specifically targeting black community, but they're just targeting the gangs that's, I guess, kind of strong arming the celebrities in their community where they robbing them, they doing other stuff. And she's black, so let's kind of put that out of the way too. She is black, and she was very vocal about her goal is to eliminate and hold those people who commit those crimes accountable. And as well, and I think the most controversial part of her speech is a lot of those people that's committing a crime are rappers, and they're rapping in these songs. So she was saying, yes, she's willing to use those lyrics. She doesn't care if, we're upset that we're using the lyrics because, they'll tell you it's for entertainment. So, like, just kind of what do you think about her saying, yes, we're going to use those lyrics. We don't care if, it is entertainment. What do y'all think about that as far as her speech and the overall, that conversation?
Well, I mean, to be clear, so basically it's just stemming from her indicting a real, I guess, a popular gang that they've been tracking since
but she said she named multiple though. She says them two. We just the one. That's the one we attached to. But I think she said it was
so you're mixing the two. So there's a real popular one that was indicted months prior to.
I'm not mixing. I'm talking about her. She said they got Gangsta Disciples, Crips, and she named this is a multifaceted.
I know. That's what I'm about to explain. So
explain what what I just explained.
No.
So you gonna explain what I just explained?
No.
Rather than answer the question.
No, I'm telling you. So the gang that she just indicted is made up of all the people you just named, and there was another gang that she indicted that obviously included a real popular rapper, Young Thug, right? So those two things are separate. So the reason why people was getting on top of her, because all these people that she was indicted had either somebody who rap or a famous rapper there, and they thought that she was trying to do it for notoriety. You know what I'm saying? That's the reason why I wanted to bring that up. So my thing is,
I think that's what I said, but okay, carry on.
but what my thing is, the reason why people are fighting against it is because they're mad that you can't have free speech, you can't do art or whatever the case may be when it comes to them, rapping their songs, because they saying it's free speech. It's like, just like in movies, people kill people in movies all the time. Nothing happens. It's just a form of art, a form of expression. But her flip side to it is, and the other argument is that what they're saying is actually real, and the people that are listening to it thinks is real in real life. So they're going out there mimicking these crimes that you're kind of putting in your rap lyrics. Also, she also saying that the people that are saying this are saying those type of things to intimidate and also brag, so that people, will be afraid of them, whatever the case is. Right. You know what I mean? So that's my whole thing. I think that's the whole argument. There's one side that's saying, we should allow free speech. It's a form of art. Violence has been around before rap came along. Rap just started, late 70s, early 80s, right? It was the first time rap came around.
I think it's 70s. I would think it would be early 70s, late 60s.
Really? Where rap it was in 71?
I don't know. See, now, hold on. That's fine. That's we go ahead. I'm gonna find that for you.
Yeah, I think it's like 78, 79.
You think so? Nah,
that was earlier than that though.
Yeah, bro. You giving yourself too much credit.
But that's the main thing. So basically, it's just a form of, and they're just attacking that art form. But to be honest, I mean, I don't listen to, maybe heavy metal has violence in it. I don't listen to their songs. Maybe because they have a lot of rock songs that have like devil worshiping in it. Maybe that's bad. But to me, I feel like hip hop is the most violent thing in here, right? And I agree with her. Like, if you're gonna brag about it, we're gonna investigate you and use what's in the songs. Like, I don't think there's nothing wrong with what she said.
And I think she had to find something. Think about it. Her county, I don't know how rich her county is. Her county people got money. Sound like they got money in that county.
It's Atlanta, yeah.
Fulton County. So if you think about it, it's more like the suburbs or this other part. And me as a DA, I have to find a way to protect my citizens, right? So I'm gonna go after what I believe.
Not to interrupt, because I got it. It's so early 70s.
Early 70s?
Early 70s.
What's early 70s?
When the rap
started. What year is early 70s?
Like 71.
That's what they said on there?
Yeah, 71 to 73.
Okay, so you was kind of right.
I was completely right, but carry on.
You said 60s.
But I'm just saying, if that date, though she said, what I'm saying is, if that date fell, say it was December of 69. No. Right?
You lost.
It's still technically
you casted a wide net, and yes, you're partially right.
What the?
What kind of retort is that?
That thing sound like the wind shine.
That sound like you in a Catholic church.
For me to check to go pick up Tyler. I always gotta remember. Yeah, I always gotta remember. I gotta go pick up Tyler.
But why it sounds so weird? That's what we really saying.
I don't know.
Why it sound like you at a church?
It's a different alarm from what I have. That's all.
Okay. We'll go back to it.
Don't judge my alarm, man.
We're going back to what I was saying. I don't think I feel like she needed something to do, find something to do to stop what's going on. And the best way to do it is to get out there front, get out and say, hey, we're gonna do this. This is what I believe is the best way to get it done, or how we're gonna protect this from happening. Because as a community, right, when you have money, you have more power than anybody else. Cause we can complain about our houses getting robbed. What they can tell us? Oh, we're gonna whatever. But because there's high profile clients that are getting it done, is more pressure getting put on them. So she's gonna find ways to do it. Am I saying she's doing it the right way? I'm just thinking she's doing it the best way that she'll be able to help the situation in her city at that time. Because you see,
voters.
You see how she start mentioning other people, like other DAs from around the surrounding counties, but they're not taking the same stance, right? And I'm thinking because their county is not as influential as hers, so she have to do. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying I don't know Florida, Georgia. I don't know.
No,
Georgia
I'm just saying.
like that.
I'm just saying. Like
think
all
about
states, they got poor counties.
Yeah, but she didn't say.
And I'm
she
sure
didn't
they
say,
poor.
"Hey, Mary Jo and such got her stuff," or such and such. She came out and mentioned the high profile people first to give you some kind of credence on why she want to do this. Why is she going after these particular individuals? Because hey, I need to protect my peoples, right? And we don't know. And that's just my thought. I just figured she had to find something to justify why she going after them and a reasoning for that.
Let me ask a question though, just a very little bit. We all listen to rap. I know we have our version. Well, I don't know. Do you listen to rap?
Yes, I listen to
No,
rap.
I'm saying rap on your own without being without me playing music in the
Yes,
backyard.
I do listen to rap.
Or you in the car with us.
When it come on a 99 Jam.
Yeah.
At 105.
That's not listening to rap.
That's not. No.
That's not listening to rap.
When I say listening to rap, that means on your own without any other outside influence. So meaning like I clicked on whatever app I listen to music for and I chose rap. Do you choose rap? Or is it's never chosen? It's just you hear about songs through me and Terrell.
I put y'all down on some rap songs before too now.
What?
I can't. It's been a while,
bruh.
It's been a while. Make it seem like I don't listen to rap
about
and
when
stuff.
Nelly came out. Oh boy, guess what song?
no,
You know what I'm
no,
saying? Trick Daddy.
But I know it's from when the preset of 10305 to beat. That's when the radio tells you what songs are hot now, right?
So that's what I'm guess.
The reason why I say that because I wanted to when I make this, just kind of have this discussion, ask this question, the statement, that just for us to have different degrees on where we at with rap. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So he doesn't really listen to it, but if it's around, it's not like one of the old cut it off. He listened to it. Mm-hmm. Me, I know some of the little jugs or some of the young dudes or some of the whatever. Because usually when I listen to, I have a certain type of music. That's what I listen to, and then if I find something new, I add it. Mm-hmm. When I get in the car with you, it be all
thugged out.
Yeah, young kids like it be young like it be.
Hey,
you be looking like what?
Listen, it's TJ knows every song, hip hop song, rap song that comes on the radio. And that's not even the ones I never heard on the radio before. When he like, but I'm like, God, dog, how you know this word for word? Because why? He rhymed with his daddy.
So the reason why I added so it's 3 different levels. It's 3 different levels to rap music, right? And I'm not going and it's not and I'm not saying hip hop. I'm saying rap. You know what I'm saying? So my question to you is I know people were complaining about using their lyrics as entertainment which I don't think it correlates to each other. Actors can do a certain way and rappers can't because one with actors, you coming in as an actor, you hold more weight and they'll listen to you in rap community if they feel that you're speaking the truth and real. And that's the first thing they tell you. We're just only talking about our environment. So that's what that's what we know that's what we're going to rap about. So my question to you is, would you listen to rap music if it didn't have the negative comments?
I absolutely would, because there's songs that I like that is not pretty negative. Like, I give you an example. Drake has a song called Jimmy Crooks, or whatever the case may be. It's a really good song. You know, gotta throw a party for my day ones. This one is from.
So and then also God Plan. But think about the God Plan as well when he talks about that's inspirational.
But you get what I'm saying. It's not like a wholesome down the middle. He throw a little thugness in there though.
But his thugness isn't.
Drill music. It's called drill music.
So if you listen to that song, there's a difference between his verse and 21 Savage. Like, I encourage everybody to listen to that song.
Yeah.
To even a point where they change the beat.
Yeah.
To when 20 Savage come on, he's like.
And I thought they changed the song.
Yeah.
Every time that song came on, I was like, wait, did they switch songs?
Like, it's a nice song, but 21 Savage song he must have killed 5 people in that verse alone.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And then Drake talking about I'm celebratory, look how I am, getting money, you know what I'm saying, whatever, I got my girls, and then he'll probably say something like, don't mess with me, or something like that, you know what I'm saying? But it's not hardcore, I'm going in the car, I'm ready right now, I'm loading, like, you know what I'm saying? It's not like that. This, another example, another popular rapper, people, and I hate to name drop people, but like Lil Durk, like the songs that Lil Durk say, right? It's nothing but killing in there. Like, rap.
I'm gonna kill you.
There's stuff, like, there's a difference. I think there's 3 things. There's hip hop, there's rap, and then there's drill music, I think. The drill music is what's causing the issue, or what people may think is potentially causing the issue, whereas people think if you get in a confrontation with someone, the only way that you win is if you kill that person. You get what I'm saying? Like, I think that's what's pushing the whole narrative. So to me, I think drill music is dangerous, and I think we should use music like that to
get off my lawn.
You mean get off my lawn?
You the old man screaming to the young kids, get off my lawn.
No, I mean, because even like last...
Because if you listen, because I'm telling you, back in the 80s and the 90s, early 2000 was more puffy and dancing, but the 90s and 80s, it was oh, rap is bad. When we used to wear the baggy clothes, oh, why
it is bad.
That
was, and you know what? We didn't know then, but what we know now, but the people that was telling us, it was right. The lady, Nancy Reagan, is her name? The one who said just say no to drugs? She was right.
Just say no to drugs or just about rap? She said something about
No,
rap.
she had that thing. That's what just say no came from. You ain't ready to watch a documentary on crack? When they came into the community and she was like, if somebody offers you drugs, just say no. And that's where that whole line came from. Nancy Reagan, Ronald Reagan wife. So that's what I'm saying, like,
yeah, I didn't get that point.
What?
Why they gonna do a rap?
What is a rap song called? Just say no.
No,
because you losing us. I'm pretty sure you lose. What you mean?
I'm going back to your earlier point because you was like this didn't just start. You said it was going around in the 90s and the 80s when they were saying rap was bad, and I'm telling you, all the stuff that they was telling us back then, they were right about it. But it's just that our community thought it was our culture instead of not realizing that it was trauma.
Okay, so you saying she wasn't mentioning rap? She just
I used that as an example. I
just had to make sure because.
Yeah. But I mean, if you think about some of the rap lyrics back in the days, right? They was kind of tough. Some of the rap music, some of the R&B music, all the stuff was kind of tough when you think about it.
R&B.
Let me lick you down
until
you say stop. Right? We can go down the whole list.
Okay, all right. So you mean R&B was a little too? I got you.
What I'm saying, it was a little more explicit, right? And now people start thinking about look at they've been attacking Disney from back in the days. When you saw Disney and stuff, we never used to pay attention to what was going on. But now you look at Disney, and be like, they show this to young kids, like the one where Donald Duck was sleeping, and while he was sleeping, you see a ball rolling around under the covers. Like, what's going on? You understand?
They did what?
I don't know. I see.
But I'm just saying, if you go down the list and start looking at the things, you start looking at be like, they had this on Disney.
They're like Pepe Le Pew was a rapist.
Yeah, like he literally was running after this cat, and every time, come here, baby. He was kissing the whole time. So, like, I think, like, we're going back to what you're saying. It's bringing more attention now because it's more evident. We have more access to the information now. You understand what I'm saying? Because what they're saying now, some of the, like, even when Ice Cube came out, it's like F the police. They actually literally said that, and that was one of the songs. You understand what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. But was there a high amount of violence back then as now? I don't really know because once again they didn't really court as much.
I think that the crack epidemic again, and I want to just make sure people who listen to this might be a little bit more savvy or well versed in hip hop and the culture and how it's going by. I got you. You know, we might be missing something. We might be saying something wrong. You know what I'm saying? It's just a general overview for people because we grew up on island music. So we well, not him. That's why he listened to such violent music. But we grew up in the time where we listened to a lot of island music versus hip hop and whatever. So they might have a little more knowledge about certain things that we miss because we did grow up in a different culture. But I feel like right now what you saying, right? It's the same thing that we were told. Your clothes too baggy. Listening to rap music, circular music, world music. Because my question to you is, but I might go back to my original question. If rap didn't have that violence in it, would you listen to it? Like, let me ask you a question, dog. Because you say you don't mind. So what you're saying is gospel rap is trash.
Is gospel rap trash? No, it's not trash.
So do you listen to it?
No.
So it's rap. So now what I'm asking you is, why would you listen to drill music rap but not gospel music rap?
So I do listen to. There is some songs that I'll leave on if it came on. If it was a gospel rap song,
the gospel rap.
I don't go openly seeking it because I'm in a different mood. So my mind has been trained so much to where if I'm thinking about something godly, I want my music to sound spiritual or church-like because that's the way I was raised. So that's the music I go seeking because I want that connection. I want that high, whatever the case may be. It's not times when I want to be holy and I want to hear about rap. You know what I'm saying? If it sounds good, got a nice beat, I'll leave it on. You know what I'm saying? Kurt Franklin threw some bars in there, and you turn it off.
You got
know what I'm saying?
Lecrae, that's the one that rap, right?
I think Lecrae's probably one.
No, but I'm saying, my earliest exposure to it was Kurt Franklin when he started rapping on. Because you never heard a Peach Flow. Yeah. So go. When I think of
but you didn't like that though. You just like when it.
No, I thought that was pretty cool.
His rap was pretty good.
His rap. Come on, bro.
That song was pretty good.
It was nice.
It was nice.
It was nice. That was my favorite.
Not only that, think about what time frame it was. It was way back then, boss. It's not brown now.
I got you, dog.
So think about it. Even with the rap lyrics now, it's changed from what it was back then to now.
I don't think so. No.
It's still the same. It's
still violent.
Yeah, it's still violent.
What I'm saying, the presentation.
Now we just use different verbiage for what we use.
Yeah, for me, I just think that the different style of rapping style has changed a little bit.
The style, but the same content. Because
Snoop Dogg, he rapped about killing people. Warren G rapped about getting robbed. Right?
Yeah, that was one of my favorite songs.
You know what I'm saying? Like, so it's like it has a Tupac. Oh my God!
So that's what I'm saying. I don't think talking about violence have changed. I think now we just use a little bit more. We have a little more freedom because a lot of the music you can listen to, it doesn't have to be filtered by the radio. Because back in our days,
filters, censors, all that stuff.
You had to be it was filtered to get to the radio. Okay, yeah, it's a good song, but we got to get it on the radio, so we're gonna take away this. You can't say this, and then now we have access to the music at its purest. So if I make it in the studio, I can put it on what's this thing called?
Spotify.
No, not Spotify. The one that be the other little underground people be listening to. SoundCloud. Like you drop it on SoundCloud, and I can just there's no regulation to it. You can drop it on, and that's the way I listen to the music. And I think now we have access to how the artist meant for it to be, how I wanted to sound. Whereas prior they had to go sit in the room, everybody listen to it, say, nah, take this out, add this, and do that, whatever. But they're still talking about the same thing. So I think we have a little bit more. There's a little bit more. Control back then, so you limit how much killing and shooting you would do. Like how you said, 21 Savage killed 5 people in that one verse. They limited to only 2.
But you know what? I'm thinking for her, she's using that as a scapegoat because a lot of them talked about the stuff they was doing in their rap. Like, hey, I broke in this house and I took this person, I did this or whatever. So she's saying, hey, if you want to boast about it, we can use that against you because you're putting it out there. But that's what I'm saying. I think for her, that's what D.A. Willis, that's the name Willis. That's what she's saying. Why she's going to attack it that way? Because you're giving us evidence, you're giving us things to turn it into stuff like that. And I'm not saying because, and I don't think she's saying because your music is violent. That's why we're going after you. It's just that whatever you put in the music, we're going to use that with you because you're telling on yourself. And what's going on.
I think it's lazy though, because what if we all in a group, right? You know what I'm saying?
Lazy on who?
On the DA. Because
none of it's for real.
No, but that's what I'm saying. How do you determine for real is what? Because she gave us, because in that thing that we saw. Hold on, let me finish. How she read off a rap lyric, right? So what I'm just telling you is, and this is what I mean. So if us 3, and then you have Kayla, right? We rap, but we know Kayla the shooter. We know Kayla the killer. You know, we know when we need that, when dudes flexing on us, we gonna beat our chest, and then we gonna go in the cut and go call Kayla, right? So what I'm saying is, if Kayla out there, but we all a part of this group, a gang or whatever you want, a verbiage you want to use, and we know Kayla the real shooter, we just rapping, or we kicking it doors, we doing boom boom. Kayla ain't never do none of that. Kayla around here the footman, but we know what it is to people to get robbed and all that other stuff. So now, if say Kayla get caught doing something, now they taking all us down. We didn't do anything wrong. We know that type of music sells, so we went and took that. Yeah, we might know people that do stuff here and there, but we haven't committed crime. That's what I mean by it being lazy, or we can easily just say you doing a rap. Because most rappers, successful rappers, ain't about that life. Because if you about that life, you're not trying to curve your lane. You in that life. Yeah, you might have sold some drugs here and there. Yeah, you might have shot a person here. Like, but that ain't what you waking up doing every day. You waking up trying to make music to get money to be successful. Is what I'm saying.
But that's what I'm saying, right? It takes me back to one of my good movies. I always it's Menace in Society, right?
Favorite movie.
One of the best movies of all
Favorite,
time.
though?
I don't say favorite for me. I'm more of a other side, but in that movie, you saw an old dog kill a person, right? And instead of getting rid of the evidence, what did he do? Showing it to everybody.
Tape.
Tape to everybody. Look what I did, blah, 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 whatever. What happened at the end? Somebody turned the tape over and they try to find out about him.
Yeah, but he got mad when Buddy
That's what I'm saying. That's the same thing you're doing here. It's like, I understand you want to live that life. You want to do all this. You want intimidation. There's other ways that you can intimidate somebody. Why putting the music behind it or lyrics behind it to say, here, putting it out there. So if you're going to do that.
But see, here's the thing. I don't want them to stop because I want them to get caught. You know what I mean? Because here's the reason why I'm so on her side, right? So we all like to enjoy nice things, right? But what's the first thing you think about when you get a nice thing? Like, dang, I gotta protect myself.
I can't show it off.
Yeah, I'll make sure, whatever the case may be, things that, it's like, and you can't do that when there's people around poaching on you. Like I've said before, the two crimes that I hate the most is, murder and what, theft, what I guess you want to call it, because, I mean, you're harming other people with those crimes. Now you're gonna sell drugs. I guess
it's still harming people, but I
get
what you're saying.
It's harming people,
but it's their own free will.
It's their choice. You know what I'm saying? Okay.
It's their free will.
Yeah. It's their choice. They can.
It's a little bit. Let's say it's a little bit more their choice, but sometimes you don't have a choice.
Yeah, you don't have a choice to do drugs.
Yeah, because again, it might be. I know I'm here. I know. I don't want to rant like I did last time about
all the time,
but mistakes or circumstances make you whatever. But I'm just saying, as far as with drugs, yes, the premise of that's why I say it is a little bit more. I think it's your choice, a little bit more your choice, because yes, a circumstance you don't know will put you in a circumstance to at least try. You know how most drugs could be addictive. Cause like same thing, if you break your back, you have people hurt their back. They prescribed them a certain medication. Now they addicted. Like yeah, you ain't had no choice but to take this medication. But now you addicted. Now you out here. Now your back don't hurt, but you still trying to find other fixes because you addicted now, and now you out here doing other stuff. That's all I mean. I'm not saying like there are circumstances. That's all I meant.
Yeah, there's some choices are harder than others.
No, it's so So you saying if a doctor prescribe you a medication that you don't have, it's not like you sitting here saying, oh,
some people don't take it.
No, but you have a pain. This is what I'm saying. Hold on. You operating from a knowledge. You operate from a position of knowledge. So meaning, if just like if we tell our little kids the police good, the police good, the police good, and then you come and find out you go to police and the police don't be good, right? But hold on, let me finish, right? If that situation you were so pushed to stink and you trusted that officer. And I tell you the story, you're like, man, you shouldn't have went and called the officer. You shouldn't have did whatever. Because now you know that, because you know some officers ain't good. So what I'm saying is, I'm gonna translate it into the medical part. When you go to a doctor and you have a certain pain, a certain thing that that you need help with, and they come to you and say, hey, this and this will help you, right? And then you take whatever they tell you.
And then they also let you know this can be addictive. They do tell you that. They do tell you. Let me tell you. I'm gonna tell you why. Gina had multiple surgeries and all this other stuff, and the most part they gave him the most addictive pills out there because of the pain. Did she take it? No, because she said she didn't want to be.
The pain wasn't that bad.
No, trust me, it was.
Nah, it can't be.
Okay.
Nah, it can't be.
I'm telling you, it was just that bad.
It can't be that bad. It might have hurt, or it was a lot.
No, and I even heard people who
they sedate people. They have pain where you have to sedate people to where they can't feel nothing because their body will go in shock. Was she in that pain? No, you don't know. So let's go. My bad. I'm just trying to say, I'm fighting for the people that y'all want to judge. Carry on.
We ain't judging nobody. That's the problem.
That's what judgment's not. I'm telling you, circumstances, you're like, nah, you just don't do it.
Nah.
It's like those people. Just don't do it.
Nah. There's other ways that you can handle this stuff.
I got you.
But even with, and this is the last thing, even with addiction is not the only affliction that people have. You have laziness, you have procrastination, but all those things you wouldn't excuse people who are with those afflictions, right? Because you see procrastination and laziness as something.
I do. Listen, y'all hear what I'm saying? If somebody come to me and say I'm not successful because I was on drugs, right?
That's your choice.
Hold on. You not on drugs. I'm gonna be like, damn, bro, you gotta do better. If somebody come to me say, oh man, I'm lazy, I don't like to do nothing, that's why I'm successful. All I'm saying is I understand.
Yeah, we do.
Hold on. What I'm saying, but I'm not sitting here broadening a broad picture of everyone. I'm just saying I understand because I understand. Yeah, you couldn't overcome that.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, I never one time did I judge anybody from doing something. Yeah, everybody has a choice. Yeah. You just have to, just like today.
That comment, even throwing that, everybody got a choice.
No, but sometimes you don't. Sometimes you don't. Even the
sometimes you don't.
Even the topic we talking about today. We talking about the topic today.
Hold on. If I throw you in the cage, if I throw you in the cage with a lion, you got to survive and you kill it. I ain't had no choice.
Yes, you do.
You do. You just let them kill you. That's a choice you have.
Oh my God, life is choices. You may not like I'm gonna tell you everything. That's the beauty of how God created us, right? God created us to have free will. You get what I'm saying? That's the beauty of life. You can do whatever you want to do. If you wanted to flip this table over, you can flip the table over. If you wanted to run outside naked up and down the street naked, you can do it, right? Consequences might be there, but it's your choice. There's no such thing as that I had no choice.
I got you, though. I got you. However y'all want to say. I got, you right. Y'all better than me.
So you're not pro-choice then?
What you mean pro-choice?
For abortion? Pro-choice?
No, I am.
Pro-choice or whatever? What did I say that right?
Yeah, it's pro-choice. It's pro-choice.
Okay.
That's pro-choice, yeah.
Nah, pro-life mean no.
Pro-life, no. You need to have that baby, but I'm not giving you no
pro-choice.
All right, but circling it back. Sorry for the tangent. This happens in real life. Sorry for the tangent, but really. So my whole thing, and that's what my point was drilling down to, the fact that we do need to listen to. I expect them to listen to those lyrics because, like I said, murder and thievery, all those things, is the worst type of crimes to me. And
sexual assault might be.
Well, I mean that's an assault. So I'll throw assault in there, right? So yeah, murder, assault, and thievery, right? Because assault is a part of, you know what I mean? Because
assault is not a part of murder or thievery.
It's not.
Yeah. So now I gotta change my life perspective. It's three things. Don't touch people. You know I got you. Don't touch people. Yeah, so assault. Yeah, don't touch people. Those are my three things. If you live your life to where you're not affecting people negatively and impacting or whatever, I'm fine with it. So for people that's putting that in their music, yeah, it may sound good. Shoot, whatever. I listen to it. They put that they risk or whatever the case with me, but I can live without it too. Like I listen to all types of music.
I want a question
before you quit. So you saying if drill music go away, you go listen to gospel rap?
Yeah, I can listen to gospel rap. Do you not? You can go on my playlist right now and
find gospel rap.
You go on my playlist.
You gonna find
no. This what I want to ask you. Right? Think about it. Look, what they're talking about is rap, and we always
go to my recent.
Go ahead, Timmy.
Read my recent.
Go ahead, Timmy. I'm gonna look through it.
Go ahead.
Go ask the question. Read it out loud so everybody can hear it.
So listen.
What was played there?
I see Kodak Black.
Okay.
He killed people.
What's this one?
Who is that? Romaine? How you say his name?
That's the Light of the Seven. What that is a orchestra.
The Light of the Seven.
Yeah, it's an orchestra. It's an orchestra from Game of Thrones. It's a piano song that I like on there.
Who this is?
LaRussell. Yeah, that's another thing.
He sound like he kill people, don't he?
He don't.
What'd he do?
He don't. You ain't never heard LaRussell? You can hear one song from him. He's like an uplifting rapper.
Okay.
It's good.
Extension.
That's not me. That's what you call. That's TJ. He like.
Look, well, why TJ listen to
him? And then I see a whole group of killing, and then you got Jay-Z, best, which Lamech probably won't like. He don't like. He not a big. He don't like. I don't know if he's not a big fan or he just don't like outright like him. He just don't.
Entertainment.
Yeah, he's not a.
So if we had to pull up yours, we go. What would yours be? What your playlist be?
My playlist would be gospel, because every morning I drive to work. I gotta listen to gospel, drill music, and then Afro music, reggae. Well, I'm gonna say reggae, but we know reggae had dance hall, all that, but just that genre.
So I know you don't got none of these. So what do you listen to?
No, for on a regular basis, honestly, it would be gospel. I like the island, gospel. Like Jamaican gospel, like Jamaican and island gospel. I like the old school gospel that most people don't like listen to now with all this.
Yeah, I don't like. I don't, not to cut you off, but I don't like, because I go on Pandora sometimes. And like I listen between Pandora's and then Tidal, where I have my music that I put down myself. So I listen to Pandora just to see if, to change it up. And they'll put new gospel on there, and I just automatically stop listening to it. I don't think I want new gospel.
So going back to that part, some of the ones I understand what they're trying to do with the gospel music and trying to make more people updated and all this other stuff. Yeah, it's not my speed. Even a person in my office like, man, Tim only like old school gospel. Yeah, that's all right. And then you throw me some reggae in there and some Afro beats, and I'm good to go. Every now and then you might throw a little rap song into.
You don't have no rap in the old, okay.
Like old school raps and stuff. Like if I had to go back to say one of my favorite rap songs per se, I love Regulators. It's just everything about that one, which is nice. You know what I'm saying? And also think about what else will pop in my head. Oh man, we used to listen to all the time. Goody Mob, right? Yeah. The one that what's the one
first album?
Yeah, the first album where they said we used to change it to our address. I can't remember the name.
4225 Miami.
What song is that one?
I don't know the name of it, but I know you're talking about.
Whatever. That song. Like I listened to the whole Goody Mob. Now you know that when I listened to the CD from start to finish. Know all of them. All of us. Every single one of us. So I know I like the rapper, but just and when Lil Wayne came out with Lollipop, that's like the top of the song. And then also you like Lollipop? And then also
Lollipop
and the Millie, it's called a Millie, right? Yeah. And the Millie. Like back in the days when we used to go
oh my God,
think about it. Back then we used to go to the club and stuff. When you heard a Millie come on, what were we doing? That joint was crazy because of the beat and all this other stuff. So but that's my playlist. I don't listen to rap as much. But the rapper I listen to if I'm listening in the car. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm listening to my radio station in the morning to get to work and stuff like that. But that's cool. That's it.
Yeah, I don't listen to the radio in the morning. All period though. Oh, that's what I meant to say. So my thing is too though, if you a monster, what's good of being a monster if nobody knows? So my question that's I think the reason behind it too. Like if I'm out here shooting, killing, and robbing, what's the point of doing that if nobody knows?
You will know people in the street talks. You don't have to put it in the music.
Yeah.
No, you don't have to put it in the music.
If I'm a killer in Miami Gardens, right? Only the people in Miami Gardens gonna know I'm a killer. I need people in Texas to know it's a monster in Miami Gardens.
No, you don't.
Nah. Like you hold on, Terrell. You trying to tell me if you was good at something, you fine with just being good at it? Nobody know?
It depends on the type of work it is.
Regardless of the work, no. if I'm good at killing people, right? Again, I'm gonna find some way for you to know that I'm good at killing you.
But when I'm ready, music?
Yeah. If I can, bro. If you telling me if I'm good at robbing, killing, and shooting, right? And I know if I could tell people I do that, and that's what they want, because that's what those record labels people want. That's what we want. That's why you don't listen to gospel rap. You want that. You don't want to admit it, but you do. So now what I'm saying is, if I know I can make extra money on the two, yes, and people get to know I get to become a legend. Think about all the legendary when you talk about you say Lil Durk. Right? You don't hear people saying, boy, Lil Durk the best rapper. They talk about, oh boy, O-Block, he was over there. You get what I'm saying? You go look at YouTube, pull up his name, they showing him on trial doing this and that, whatever.
No, you're absolutely right. You have to have some type of game behind you in order to make it in that type of rap scene.
Yeah, because you listen to most, if you listen to most rap, they fall in love more with personality than they do say your music, and then they kind of like your music, it adds to it. So they might like it, but then once they get to know who they think they know who you are, that adds to to okay, now I'm gonna listen to him. He a killer, he a shooter. Oh, he like that, but think about it. We fall in love with the bad. I hear people say, "Man, when this dude did so good, we ain't focus on it." And then he did one thing bad, and that's all we talking about. People don't celebrate you for doing the things you're supposed to do, right? You're supposed to do that, but when you don't do something you're not supposed to, we gonna talk about it.
But
right?
I think going back to what Terrell was hinting to before, again, it's like it's okay you can do all that stuff, but why can't I go out and pull stuff and not get worried about getting killed or getting robbed because of my stuff?
Because you have a choice. You do. You can't, just like y'all say. You can.
So we have a choice for that, but
yes. Yeah. That by basically what y'all telling me is it's my choice. You know if you post that jury on there, boy, we at your head. So don't post the jury.
So that's what I'm saying. At the same thing. So why can't I just want to post and say, listen, man, let's go back to what we're saying. Look how God been so good to me. He got me this car, right? But now the same thing. But I'm a killer. I'm gonna still try to promote this thing as well.
Nah,
right?
if God been good to you, keep it to yourself. Who cares?
So if I'm if I'm the best killer in the world, who cares?
I'm going off your logic. Even God Himself said, "Spread my word." Am I wrong? And didn't God say hold on, just let me know if I'm wrong. God said his Jesus rather was when he was ministering and going through he said spread the word of Jesus, right? Let people know what's going on. God understood. God, think about it. God could be God and have to say nothing. Right? Think about this. God, right? God could be God and not say nothing. But yet God Himself wants people to know He God. Mm-hmm. So what I'm saying is, if God is God, stay with me. Mm-hmm. If God is God, and we know God is elevated than us, and whatever God, I ain't gonna say he or she, but God say, hey, I'm God. I'm out here working. I'm putting in this work. Mm-hmm. I need y'all to let people know I'm putting in this work. But you God. So now you trying to tell me if God Himself need for us to put his name in these streets, you don't think a human wants their name in these streets?
Hold on, wait. Yes, the human. I'm not going to justify what a human is. I mean, human by nature, we want to be recognized. We all want to be commended for the things that we do in life. But I just want to correct you on one small point. I don't think God did that because He wanted people to know about Him. I think God did that so He can save His people. Right? So it's a difference.
Let me ask you a question. Just let me know if I'm wrong. Mm-hmm. Is God's power limitless?
Yeah, from what I know.
So if He wanted to save His people, all God had to do is say, "Let me be God," and they saved.
Then you going into different theories now, right?
I'm not.
So look, so hold on. What I'm telling you.
Go ahead.
So you're going into theories that the laws that we are bound by here are the same laws that God are bound by, which isn't the case. Obviously, if He created us, these laws that we're restricted to in logic is here. It's not what He's restricted to. So whatever His reasoning is for creating free will and not intervening that much, or too little too so, or to the effect that it's not very noticeable, is whatever logic that He knows. So we can't put God and ourselves in the same bounds. You get what I mean?
But
does that not make sense?
It makes sense.
Hear what I'm saying.
But see,
if you want,
is that not right?
Hold on. If you follow God, let me ask you, Kayla, she in the back over there. If God is doing something, right, displaying a behavior, right, wouldn't you want to follow that behavior? So if God said, "Put my name in these streets,"
that's not what He said.
Yes, that's not what He said.
He's trying to say spread the word of the gospel so that people can be saved.
Yes. Who saves him? When you get saved, who you get the glory to? God. So if I go save you,
So
we in a circle. We're in a circle. We're in a circle.
Murderer, right? A murderer trying to spread the word about he's killing people to the same level of what God trying to spread.
What I'm saying to you,
that's what you just compared.
Let me ask you a question. I'm gonna give you a prime. No, I'm gonna give you a prime example. What I'm saying is, when you observe a successful behavior, right? When you observe a successful behavior, if you're a smart person, you would mimic that same behavior. Again, you might not use it for what they use it for, but you're gonna use it because you understand that behavior works, right? So I'm gonna give you an example when I say that. Apple was out here killing the game with all these products and advancement or whatever. What did Android do? They literally copied it, got sued, and kept it pushing. They took that L. They lost a multi-million-dollar lawsuit for copying Apple copyrights and stuff. They took that L because they understood the behavior was successful. We're gonna use that behavior because the right behavior would be like, leave these people stuff alone. If you Android, figure out your own stuff. They said no. They got a good behavior. We're gonna take it. We made a choice and we accept the consequences of paying millions. And what they said was, they said, boom, we're gonna take the consequences. And guess what? Now they're rivaling with Apple. Right? They put Apple on their toes. So all I'm saying is, y'all I'm not comparing God and shooters. What I'm saying is,
that sounds like what you do.
No, we mimic a behavior. We understood. God said we understood how God showed us when I do something for you, right? It's more powerful when that person that you do it for go and tell the person they know, look what God done for me, right? So now if I know the word of mouth will present a elevation of my name, which is God. We elevate him now because word of mouth. You see what I'm saying? So now when the word of mouth, because think about it, it's going on millions of years of this earth being here. And again, the internet only been around for 10, 15 years, 20 years. So we found his name through word of mouth. So now if I'm a killer, or if I'm a dude in that lifestyle, and I'm good at it, and I want people to know, I'm gonna do this. I understand word of mouth. I'm gonna tell Terrell. Guess what, bro? I had to shoot Buddy in the head. Then I'm like, hey Tim, bro, I had to rob Buddy over here. So now you spread my word. You spreading that word.
Now I can use your words against you.
That's fine.
I mean, that's fine.
That's fine because now.
So not only you
got more work because I said it. But
listen,
but Kayla was the shooter. No, Kayla's the real shooter.
What I'm saying is now you going out there saying I'm the shooter on this and that. You got more people coming after want to kill you now.
That's fine.
That's fine.
Would you want to spend 70 years on this earth and nobody know you?
Yes.
Or you do 30 years and they're talking about you once you're dead, like King Von.
I guarantee you King Von want to be alive today.
Yes, he do.
But you say everybody want to be alive too. Well, I'm asking you.
Nah,
are you living your?
I don't like that terminology.
No.
Boss.
Are you? What I'm saying is, could you live 70 years of nobody knowing you?
I will be fine.
You have you're not being successful. You're not successful. Nobody know you. You in the cut.
So
you're not whatever.
In order for me to be
successful, I don't mean. No.
Are we cornering this to the rap game? Is what you're saying?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Cause
okay, this is a rap. Oh, so we're rappers.
Just rappers. We're rappers.
So
not just
no, because think about it. You have a with rap music, what that brings, what you selling, because again, you selling something, same thing like a drug dealer. You selling a product that's not good for the community. And the community that you're selling it to is your community. It's not like you going to the white community.
I think rap music is good for the community.
We talk about drill music. No, we talk about the drill music.
I don't know what drill music.
Drill music is just the one where they kill it. What you hear, whenever you hear rap music now, it's drill music. But what I'm saying is, right?
There's a song by Lil Durk and this other dude named Lil Osama, and it's called "F My Cousin."
No, I don't like it.
So now what I'm saying is, if you in the hood, Brown Hood, waking up starving, right? But I'm telling you, you do this, they gonna be some shooters gonna be at your head. You might die, you might go to jail, blah blah blah. But you gonna have a moment of time where you gonna be rich. People gonna know who you are. You gonna have almost everything you want at your disposal. It's a short-lived thing. Oh, you might die or you might go to jail. You don't think people will take that? You got to think about their circumstances. They waking up starving. When you that's like being thrown in a cage with a lion, like y'all say. You have a choice: let the lion eat you or you kill the lion, right? So what I'm saying is, if you telling these kids in these poor communities, right, that there's an opportunity for you to come out of that poverty, get some fame. All you have to do is sell your soul. You think them kids gonna be like this? Well, I mean, I need to have a good soul. Nah, they trying to get out of that.
But that's what I'm saying. Going back to the sense, so that's some of the positive. A lot of people came out of this circumstance because of rap music. So we can say it has some positive part into it.
I said it does.
No, you did. You said it.
No, I said drill music. I understand rap. No, you said rap. No, he said all rap, and I'm saying drill music has a little because it's a little bit more specific on what it's telling you. Because rap can be, rap here and there very, you know what I'm saying. And I'm just saying, we talking the extreme part of it. We're not just talking about rap like Kanye rap. We talking about the extreme part of to where you getting shot because we had multiple young people died that was rappers. They lost their life. They had a little bit of fame. They gained a little notoriety and some money here and there, like King Von. He grabbed some of that success before he died. It ain't like he died and he didn't have the success. You know what I'm saying? His name is still being mentioned now, right? So what I'm saying to you is if you as a kid or you as a person propose that question, are you saying no?
But that's like you said, everybody got different circumstances. Everybody feel differently.
Well, to me, I think all of our answers would be no. Because again, I'm not saying that we didn't have a good upbringing, but we grew up in a place where drugs is rampant, right, and bad things are rampant, and going to that lifestyle was rampant, and we didn't have money all the time, so it was tempting. I think we all made the right choice, right? So I think it will be, and I think it is again. Sometimes you are a product of your environment. You can't help certain kids because fortunately we had we had great parents. You know what I mean? We knew better. Not only great parents, but we had like a support system. We had uncles, grandmas, and everybody who wasn't on none of that. You know what I mean? Like no gangster stuff. You know what I mean? It was all on the right course. So I think it is a such thing as you're a product of your environment. And I think, so that's why I think when you are doing drill music, you're taking advantage of people who are like that and who think that's the best way, like young kids. You get what I'm saying? Like, to me, when you are making money and you get into a certain level of success, if you're still talking about the same things, knowing that you're separated from that, knowing that you got a house in Beverly Hills, and you talking about things that's going on in the hood that you used to stay, like you're taking advantage of the situation now. You get what I'm saying? If you're still pumping in money in the hood and talking about all these things, you're being opportunistic. You're talking about a hood that you're not taking care of. You get what I'm saying? And
even if you are taking care of it, you still
you're like if you're not taking care of it in a good way, meaning they don't have to do illegal activities anymore. You know what I'm saying?
I even think for like what Tavar is saying is I can pour money into the community. But if I'm still talking bad about that same community, then what am I doing?
Right? Like, because if I'm from a hood, right, let's say, for example, Carol City, right, or Miami Gardens. Miami Gardens was known as a bad area at one point in time in the 2010s.
Murder Gardens.
It was known as Murder Gardens, right? But now it seems like it's flipping now. Like, it's flipping into that, it's about to be a good area. I like to refer to it as Wakanda. You know what I'm saying? Where there's a lot of commerce coming here. We got the stadium being built. We got things that are being built. The housing prices are rising. You know what I'm saying? Like, you have more equity. Seems like a good place to stay. Now, if you still have rappers who are still saying Murder Gardens, Murder Gardens, Murder Gardens, you stopping the progress. You know what I'm saying? We going somewhere now. So imagine you being a rapper and let's say you from Louisiana and there's a town that's notoriously bad. And you made it out. You're a millionaire. You're good. And you still talking about, I'm from here, we ride, whatever the case may be, instead of, you know what, now I have the power to fix my community. And we can fix one community at a time. Because a lot of time, us as black people, we confuse our culture with trauma. A lot of what we experience and what we do is trauma, is not culture. You know what I mean? Because it's not normal to see gunshots. Like just last night's event, it was a majority black event where 3 young kids got shot. Now parents got to start talking about these 3 young kids that got shot and try to counsel them or whatever the case may be. If that happened in a white area, they were like, a mass shooter came and da-da-da-da, and now let's counsel these kids and see what's going on. It would have been on the news, it would have been a big thing. But to those black kids, it's like, it happened. Boy, that boy just let loose in the crowd, whatever the case may be. Just like TJ still brings up, because I told him what park we was going to on Saturday. I was like, hey, he said, so where the game at? I was like, it's at Carol City Park. He said, where's Carol City Park? Let's say by Carol City High School. He's like, we going to that park again?
It's a trauma. It's a trauma.
He was like, because he remembered what happened the last time he went to that park. He was like, it was a shooting there. He said, why are we going there again? I was like, because that's where the team plays. And he was quiet, but I knew why he was asking that. So I'm just saying, we got to recognize the difference between culture and trauma, and I love what the DA is doing. I support her 1,000%. I think we all should come out together and sort of like damn people for doing bad. Like, we shouldn't uplift no people at all.
Man, I mean, and I just think to go along the lines of what you're saying before, we as a community have to try to do something, right? We as a community have to understand that in order for us to build our community up and get what we need to do, we have to step up and start putting more effort into it. We have to start pouring more effort into our children and let them know, hey, what that is doing is wrong. I know I used to do that before, but hey, I don't want that life for you, right? And I know we're in a society now, right? Everybody's trying to get out of it because of fast money. That's what we want. Most people don't want to work for it anymore. They want it right now. I want this right now. I want that microwave mentality. And if we can break that mentality from our youth and let them know that same energy that you put into robbing, that same energy you put into all of that, you could have put it into something more productive. And look, you could be. How many people are successful on YouTube now? You just got to be wait your turn. You are very talented young people, but you just need to find a way to bring that talent out of you. And we as adults should allow them to express that way and don't just shut it down. Like if I hear Little Tim rap, okay, go ahead. If I hear him singing, all right, let's do it. I'm not going to push it out of him and say, man, you need to find something else to better do your life, because now what you're telling me, my talent that I think I have, you're not going to let me use it. Now I'm going to do something else where I see everybody else is doing. It's not a point of taking them away from everybody doing different things. We just have to have a community to give them more options, more things to do without the city. If we can do that, I think we can make a little bit of change and show that, hey, man, we don't have to go down that path in order to be successful, right? There's a lot of ways to do it, but it takes the adults to change the mindset of these young people. Because we still have some adults our age still have the same mentality as young people. Man, you said something to me, I got to say something back. Man, something happened 4 or 5 years ago, I'm still holding a grudge to that. So what you think that's going to do? That's going to carry over to our young people as well. Those people, like I said, we have been around gangs and stuff for a long time. But at one point, we got to say, you know what? We don't want that in our community, right? We want to change the mindset of what was going on. And sometimes you just have to get rid of some of the bad people in one way or another. But stay up, I think we'll be able to knock it out. We just have to understand what our game plan is and move forward to that.
Okay, so I wrap up just kind of. So one, because y'all understand I'm the podcaster people. I'm for the people. Y'all tend to say you got choice in life. Oh well. My thing gonna be is one. I don't want this to come off as we knocking drill music. As to it is. I know you are, but what I'm just saying for me, I understand that drill music is an outlet, and they are talking about what they're going through, so that's the way they know best. As well, they're using the opportunity to get out. You do have some people. I think for people like ourselves or people that's in a successful role, although they came out of those situations, we often tell those people or those families they need to do this. Often I understand that everybody's built different, their mentality is different, and their circumstances are different. So my recommendation would be just more understanding people, listening to people, and then just being more supportive. Oftentimes we can't tell somebody when they do something wrong, but let's just be supportive and just continue to push them, because nobody's willing to change. Nobody's going to change unless they're willing to change, no matter what you tell them, no matter what speech you give them, no matter what's going on. All right? So, again, I want to thank everybody for listening. I hope this was helpful. I hope you enjoy it. We try to do our best to, give you the conversation that you would want to talk about and things you want to talk about. So don't forget to like, subscribe, write in those comments about the podcast and what you think. And we out. This your boy Dean.
Tim.
Teran.
And this another episode of Dean's Office. Yo.